money out the apes, and kudos to you, because I say, man, racism ain't never made me that much money. You understand me? So I ain't mad at you. I said, look, if you want to test me and see if I'm real about this, shit it in my wallet and see if I accept it.
For you see.
Point, though, because,
For
I think
you.
that the larger point was that we will happily, like, imagine if those are Black Panthers. That one it did is good. Right. But if it's something that's making fun of the whole world, you understand me? Making fun of different peoples. Our world, right. And the part was that the Nazis knew what they were doing. They were so scientific. That German engineering was some of the best on the planet Earth, and still is. Right. So when they did branding, the Soviet Union did marketing. They did it at the highest possible level. Now everybody else copied that platform. Right. So it would make sense to me that if a person wants to go build a brand, then they're going to steal from the original brand makers. Right. What is your take on the stealing symbols and retrofitting them for your cause, right, versus the original energy that those symbols had still being in there and you not having the ability to turn that around? So you're talking about reclaiming particular symbols and re-engineering them, and with the hopes of saying, if I'm going to re-engineer it or repropagate it with this particular intention, right? I don't want to tap it. So if I want to take back the swastika from the Nazis and put it back into the indigenous aspect of saying, I saw the Incas with this, I seen the Mayans with this, it's still not going to have this stigma. And Oakland, there's a Buddhist temple that still has swastikas. Right. Or if I want to take the Confederate flag and say, I've seen pictures where they got that from the indigenous people of the land. Right. You're going to have to do more explaining than anything else. And that might be what you want. You might want it as a conversational piece so you can upsell this idea that its original place came from here. But was it probably easier because people have less information on the original symbol when they were stolen? Absolutely. Because now the symbols are so widely known and spread and inside the minds of people, it's hard to, you would have to find the people who are dumb to the symbols, then you might. But my whole thing is like, once again, are we going to abandon everything that we know has power in it because somebody else, you know what I'm saying, jumped on that particular, frequency or jumped on that thing, and now they utilizing it. If they didn't have power, they wouldn't have took it. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So we have this thing where we don't want to fight for nothing. Like, we just gave the rainbow up. We just give it all up, and it's like, you don't have any alternatives. That's how you fight. That's how you show up. That's how you protest. You know what I'm saying? So everything is a game of chess. You feel me? Somebody moving, you gotta respond with a move. We haven't seen enough of our people counter responding to moves. What's the importance of symbols though? Because for me, like, even like the sun, moon, and stars, those are cosmic entities. If you can go through every people throughout time, and they had some sort of connection to the cosmic entities. Of course, when they looked up there, they seen a sky full of stars. We don't even have the same, sky as our ancestors. So our imagination towards the cosmos is completely different, just based on our observation. Because if they looked up there and they seen a bed of stars, where they seen the Milky Way and the galaxies, it's going to make them ponder upon the universe completely different than in our reality, to where we have all of this light pollution and we can barely see a couple of twinkles up there. Right. So we don't look up. And now we got into a people where we look down. Right? And so our spine is consistently taking on more curvature, and our head is down, and that's done something to the perpendicular man. Right. So you got less access to the ability to tap into enlightenment because you're perpendicular. Your spine has to be straight. Right. Shout out to the nation. They show, right? Shoulders back, chest up. You know what I'm saying? Your shoulder in, chest out, head up. Right? Because the only way that the energy is going to properly move and fluctuate up that spinal column is, a man has to stand straight. You got to be straight. That's how you move your energy. So, and to cut your window, but if you think back in the day when people did have a little curvature in the spine because they read so much, which also means that those were the people who had the most knowledge. But now this curvature is the people who are distracted, right? Who, or in their more so reptilian brain, right?
Looking at it.
So looking at it. Easily able to control you through
looking at it
from your screen.
Looking at it.
Emotional. I'm shooting my my brain.
Looking at it.
I'm warping my brain with dopamine hits because I'm here all day. Then you let's
You
go.
understand it?
Because look, when you know if you want to raise your confidence, put your head down. It's going to automatically raise confidence and testosterone like a victor. Right. But if your head is down,
here we come.
For every inch it adds 10 pounds.
Here we
So
come.
it's going to continue to curve. You're going to have
Here we come.
problems. Now it's messing up your whole spine.
Are we here?
Now that perpendicular man
We was already here.
To stand upward has created technology where he looks downward.
We was here before we was here.
Yeah, right.
So we got to keep standing up.
Mind goes, energy flows, right? So if you're always looking down, right, that's pretty much where your mind and your energy. You're not open to the cosmos. All of this quote unquote sighting going on. All these visits, you know what I'm saying? All this traffic taking place above your head, and you're not even in the game. Right? You feel me? But
See,
that's the whole point of
they'll talk about you any kind of way they can.
You know, when I created the crowds, when we recreated them, you know, yeah. I didn't want to say, and when I drew the character in '95, because it was right after Million Man of March,